Good morning.
Good morning.
How are you?
I'm wonderful.
And how are your 500 children?
All good.
We're all following you. They're getting excited, encouraged, motivated, and inspired by you every morning and many times throughout the day.
I think it's just a way like when we light the lamp. So it's we first get the light.
Wonderful.
Completed 5-kilometer marathon today morning. Bharat Vikas Parsad Swami Vivekanand run.
You shared it in the group, I saw.
Yes.
Good. How are you finding this program for yourself?
I'm finding good. First thing is the focus. Because I was not that focused and using my time not only for the office purpose but doing other activities also. SOPs and all I'm able to make in the better way in the office. And somewhere I have accountability that on Sunday we will meet, so I have to share. And then I'm writing that, so that momentum also created like money goals and money blessings. So that momentum is very, I think, useful, because every morning I'm writing that this much I will be earning, this is I want to do, and it gives a focused way that I'm supposed to do this. I'm supposed to do this. So these things helping a lot.
Hi, good morning, Ankita. Good morning, Shruti. How are you?
Good morning, Pinaki ji.
How is life? What's happening? We can't hear you, Ankita.
I'm traveling, sir.
How are you finding this program so far, Shruti?
Pinaki ji, actually, I'm outside. I just got free from my class. So the voice is not very clear. You are asking how is the experience?
How are you finding this program so far?
I'm traveling, sir. I'm in
I
train.
am not able to hear.
I'm
Maybe
audible.
just give me 10-15 minutes. I'll reach home and then I can speak.
Okay, so I'm just basically asking that how are you finding this program, this Money Magnet Mastermind program for yourself so far? That is the question. Good. Fantastic. Okay. We are going to share something very interesting and important today. And I gave a hint of it during our last Friday FELD session, where I was talking about a few things the difference between a business owner and a business operator. Then we talked about what fear are you selling, and we talked about the steps that happens when you become successful. So what are essential to become successful? So we shared 3 things, and it was just at a very superficial level, but that superficial level itself is what is quite interesting. I'll share some part of it as a video soon with all of you. But today, what we are going to discuss is something really, really amazing. And I wanted to participate. If you don't participate, then you won't get the essence of the session. The topic of today's session is, like, we have covered all those things like 7-star luxury lifestyle. We talked about the physical part, we talked about the mental part, we talked about the emotional part, and how these things are extremely important so that all this wealth are already there with you. You only need to use them, leverage them, create. Rather, I can use the word, since we are in a money magnet mastermind program. I can use the word invest. The 7-star luxury lifestyle that you already have, all the physical, mental, and emotional wealth that you already have. How about investing them? Probably you are using hardly 5% of them to invest for yourself. जितना अभी तक हमने discuss किया over last 5 to 6 weeks, 7 weeks about physical, mental, and emotional wealth. So we are at a junction right now, how we can use those, leverage those, and invest those wealth which already we have, we already own them. How we can invest them to create a better life for us, to better life for others also. So obviously, if your life will be better, and if you're in a teaching profession, people who are close to you, who really matter in your life, their life will be automatically elevated. You don't have to work hard for that. Your influence, your aura will impact the quality of their life. That's how it works. So the topic that we are going to discuss today is something very, very interesting and amazing. Wherever you spend your money, listen to this question very carefully. This question is going to be a turning point in your life right now, today itself. Probably you can have a completely new way of looking at things, looking at your spending after today's session. Okay. The question is, whenever you spend your money for whatever, you spend it out of fear or out of love? Very important question. Supremely important question. Wherever you put your money in, let me put it this way, let me reframe it. Instead of saying where you were spending or investing, let me put it this way. Wherever you put your money in, you do it out of fear or out of love? This is what we are going to decode today. And probably you can see that why in certain areas you are successful and why in certain areas you are not successful. You are working hard, you are struggling, you are finding it very difficult to go ahead. So most important question that we are handling today is, whenever you put your money into something, wherever you take out money and give it to somebody, you do it out of fear or out of love? So I want you to interact with me. You can give me examples, like when I spend money for this, I do it out of love. When I spend money for this, I do it out of fear. I want some interactions. Otherwise, this will be just a lecture kind of thing. It will be a webinar. It won't be a workshop.
Just got free. I was having my breakfast. Sorry.
Okay.
Actually, about this, earlier I was in fear, spending money. Then, when I read book magic, uh, so after that I make a habit when giving money someone, I say thank you. And money is a very insignificant thing when somebody do anything for us, like the house help and all the efforts they put for us. Earlier it was a conscious decision to say thank you, and after some time I feel like that is actually coming from the inside. Like when I'm giving money to the team, to the staff, paying the rent, it's a gratitude is coming from inside.
Okay, now let us focus on only this question. Whenever you put in money anywhere, you do it out of love or out of fear?
Out of love.
Out of love? Give me an example.
uh I'm paying someone who works for me, so I feel while giving, I feel a love, like that money is going from, I don't feel the fear that my bank account will reduce. And
Okay. Let us take example. Say there is one staff in your organization, and let me assume that the salary has a 20,000 rupees. Let me assume. Now, when you give that money to that person, you do it out of love or out of fear?
out of love.
Now, if that person gets a better opportunity tomorrow, and he just comes and puts down his paper,
Okay.
and you notice that the difference is say only 4,000 rupees, what will you do?
I will increase.
Out of love or out of fear?
That time, maybe the fear of losing.
So when you're paying 20,000 to this person, maybe because of fear only.
Yeah, maybe.
So Lavita ke maybe may have. We'll
Hello,
record this. Yes, hi Ankita.
so I'm audible. Okay,
Yes, you're
before the network goes, I would like to tell my views. I'm always in fear when when I invest in something and it will ask for EMI, that monthly installment. So the salary is coming from one account and it is going. At the end, I will not have anything. Though it is for saving, but okay, tomorrow if the money will go off,
Okay, give me examples. Any other example where you put your money in? Wherever you put your money in.
so how will I get told I should have some? And love of spending money is there is very little percentage of maybe 10%.
Okay, share me about that 10% where you spend money out of love.
Like giving someone out of love. So for me, if I spend like for any events like or parties or
You spend out of love or out of fear?
at home,
We can't hear you, Ankita.
I feel okay.
We can't hear you, Ankita.
We I
Ankita, we can't hear you. Okay, let us continue with Poonam, and then after when Shruti joins, we'll continue with Shruti also. And let us see whoever joins in. So any area where you think you are putting your money in out of love, just share it with me. कि यहाँ पे मैं पैसे अपने मैं खर्च करती हूँ not out of fear but out of love. इसका मैं हिंदी में नहीं बोल पा रहा हूँ. in English.
Donation,
Donation. Okay. Where?
like in temple.
And temple में क्यों donation देते हो? Actually think.
It will be used for the good cause.
I know many people, they go to temple and they don't donate anywhere else, but whenever they're in a temple, they'll donate something. Even if it is a 10 rupee note, they will donate. Out of love or out of fear?
Out of love for humanity, that it will be used
The
for.
same person, he is not paying the 10 rupee to anybody else, but when he or she is going to the mandir or a temple, only then he is putting that money in the donation box.
Then it is out of.
Amount remains the same.
Then out of fear of God.
Okay. Hi, Aarti. The question that we are discussing is whenever you spend your money, whenever you put your money into something, whether it is spending, investing, whatever, do you do it out of fear or out of love?
Happy morning. If I think deeply, sometimes it is happening out of fear. Mostly it is out of love.
Okay. Give an example where you spend your money out of love.
When I buy something to eat for myself, my kids, when I buy clothes for myself.
Let us be very specific. So when you buy a cloth for you, whatever cloth that you're buying, whatever be that cost, do you have a budget for that? That okay, if the price is up to this, then I will buy, otherwise I won't.
No, when I like something, means I want it for myself, I don't see that if this is for this much, then only I will buy.
So you look at the price of the product? Or you whether it is 500 or 5,000, मुझे पसंद आ गया बस मैं ले लूँ.
हाँ, ले तो लेते हो, लेकिन प्राइस तो देखते हैं, मतलब टैग तो देखते हैं.
हाँ. So my question is that, do you do it out of love or out of fear?
Out of love.
अच्छा, वो अगर नहीं खरीदते हो तो क्या होगा? What will happen if you don't buy that?
कुछ नहीं होगा. इतना वो मोह भी नहीं है कि चाहिए ही चाहिए. अगर नहीं लिया तो ऐसा नहीं होगा कि अरे मैंने वो नहीं लिया, मिस कर दिया, ऐसा भी नहीं होगा. लेकिन जो आपने पूछा कि प्राइस टैग क्यों देखते हैं, तो 2 रीजन है. एक तो ये कि उस टाइम उतने पैसे अपने पास होने चाहिए, और दूसरा ये है, हाँ अभी डिजिटल है तो उतना देखने की जरूरत नहीं पड़ती है, कहीं ना कहीं से पेमेंट हो जाती है. और दूसरा ये है कि जो पैसा हम खर्च कर रहे हैं वो क्वालिटी उस चीज की होनी चाहिए, क्योंकि हम पैसे की भी इज्जत कर रहे हैं. गलत जगह पे ऐसे ही नहीं, कहीं पे हमें कोई ऐसे बोलेगा रोड पे फेंक दो तो हम नहीं फेंक देंगे. तो वो मनी के लिए भी लव है, कि उसको रिस्पेक्ट है.
When the person who sells that dress to you, when you buy clothes, when the person who is selling that product to you, what he sells to you, does he sell love or does he sell fear?
He sells emotions.
What is emotion?
Like the urge of buying the.
Like if your emotion is fulfilled, it is okay or it is not okay?
Pinaki, please repeat yourself.
It is okay.
If your emotion is fulfilled, is it out of love or is it out of fear? Or is it okay or not okay? Let us stay focused on this clothes buying only. I find a dress. I was there. मैं shopping करने निकली. I found a dress. मुझे बहुत अच्छा लगा. उसका सब कुछ अच्छा लगा. And at some point of time, say you had a budget of 2,000 rupees. That person said, I cannot sell you below 2,200. And now what you will do? मैम 2200 के नीचे तो मैं दे ही नहीं पाऊँ, पॉसिबल नहीं, और से 2500 के नीचे मैं दे ही नहीं पाऊँ। What will you do? अब वो ड्रेस पसंद आ गई, you just can't afford to lose it. But what will you do in that case? If your budget allows you only 2000, what will you do in that case?
It all depends on our affordability, no, sir. It's what I feel is.
Yeah, I'm saying it is affordable. You can even buy it for $2,500, but you had a budget of 2000. What will you do?
If I really like it, somehow
Anki, the challenge is we can't hear it because of network issues.
where I manage to pay the extra, like, oh God, sorry, sir.
Pinaki ji, when we like something,
Say
or
when I
actually
like.
we, okay, when
When
I like anybody, I'm talking about
No,
myself.
anybody. We are talking about you. Yeah.
When I like something, I will manage anyhow to get it. And it also applies when, if we take the extreme situation that कुछ accident हो गया, कुछ problem हो गया, life saving situation है, तो हम ये नहीं सोचेंगे afford कर पा रहे हैं कि नहीं कर पा रहे हैं, we'll do it anyhow.
Okay, let us stick to this buying of this dress only. You used the word anyway. Why do you use this word anyway? What will
Because
happen if
ऐसे तो हम अपने आप को बाउंड कर लेते हैं ना कि इतना ही है मेरे पास में, लिमिटेड है, तो मैं नहीं कर सकता हूँ या नहीं कर सकती हूँ, लेकिन जब मुझे चाहिए ही तो मैं कैसे भी करूंगी.
Exactly. That is what the question is all about. जब मुझे चाहिए ही,
I got
whether
your
it's
point.
out of fear or out of love. You know, let me tell you a secret.
I can also
Yes,
answer now on that.
Huh.
So, as she rightly said, matlab, how should we firstly identify whether we are spending out of fear or
Only talk
out
about
of
you right now. अभी person की बात ही मत करो. अभी अपनी बात करो. This is what,
ठीक है. So Pinaki ji, I would agree to what just now the concerned person said. Ki if you are actually spending money on that you really
I am.
want to, and
See,
if I am spending money on something that I love, let's say if it's any session also right now or whatever, if I enjoy that session and I'm spending money, then I'm not doing it out of fear. It is out of love because I really want to do that thing. And
give me
lot of
one
time,
example. Give me one example where you spend money out of love.
one of the example could be our session which we are doing right now. Okay, I know that when I'm attending this session, there are a lot of positive takeaways I have always from you. Okay, so this is something I love the session. I just now I came back from my dance class. Still, I managed to join the session because I love doing this session and I really wanted to join. So this I did out of love and I really want to do something. So this would be my biggest example of love.
Wonderful. Okay, let us take this session on. Say tomorrow, if I declare that I'm not going to continue this session anymore, what will you do?
Okay, so love can be if I want to buy a chocolate. Let's say one example. I love chocolate. If
अभी यहीं पे आ जाओ ना, अब यहाँ से क्यों शिफ्ट कर रहे हो? अभी यहीं पे रहो. You are
नहीं,
paying.
आपने अभी बोला ना कि अगर मैं ये सेशन नहीं कंटिन्यू करता हूँ तो
बंद कर दूं. मैंने कल मैंने बोल दिया कि ये I am just closing down this session. Now whatever you said, you are getting tremendous value out of your participation, and that's why you feel that I must pay for this. मान लेते हैं कल ये सेशन मैंने बंद कर दिया. What will you do? Like, will you go and say पिनाकी जी नहीं आप सेशन लो, मैं खुद अकेली अटेंड करूंगी, भाड़ में जाए बाकी सब, आप बोल आपको कितना पैसा चाहिए, मैं उतना पैसा देने के लिए तैयार.
I would say whether ये सेशन होता है या नहीं. I know मतलब like you have that call thing also at 7:05. So it is on me how what I really want to take and what is the outcome I am expecting. So
Yes,
yesterday in NLP I actually read this. मतलब if I need an outcome, okay, I will let go my ego. I will dictate how I have to take advantage.
Let us come back to the question and focus on only two words: fear and love. No ego, no satisfaction, nothing. Whenever you are putting your money into something, you do it out of fear or out of love. This is the question you need to answer. It's a very important question. And if I tell the answer, you will be surprised, you will be shocked. But before you get into that state, I want to know that where you spend money out of love. Give me one example. यहाँ पे मैं पैसे खर्च करती हूँ या रखती हूँ या देती हूँ out of love. I do it out of love.
Can it include like on the hobbies, passion?
Only you know.
So I feel that I'm doing out of love, but what will come out, I don't know. There will be something behind it. I'm assuming कि मैं जिम का फीस दी तो out of love because I'm enjoying or
लगता है आप बच्चे के लिए स्कूल के फीस देते आउट ऑफ लव और आउट ऑफ फियर.
हाँ उसमें fear होता है कि वो पढ़ेगी नहीं तो if we will not pay so उसकी studies
You can say that नहीं ठीक है, I do not want to pay this much fees to the school, so let me change the school.
no we want to maintain कि नहीं हमारा बच्चा इस
Out of love
standard
or
है
out
ये
of
school
fear?
में रहना चाहिए.
Out of
Out of
love or
fear.
out of fear?
Maybe out of fear because she should say कि आपने मुझे अच्छा एजुकेशन नहीं दिया ऐसा कुछ नहीं बोले तो.
बच्चा स्कूल से वापस आ गया, ट्यूशन सेंटर से ही वापस आ गया, फिर भी आप बैठ के उसको पढ़ा रहे हो. आउट ऑफ लव और आउट ऑफ फियर?
आउट ऑफ फियर कि पीछे रह जाएगी.
You're opening the shutter of your office every day. Out of love or out of fear?
Fear is also include. I should acknowledge it कि क्लाइंट वापस जाएंगे ये सब इंक्लूड होता है.
You are moving out of your home, travel to your office. आपने देखा कि you are using public transport and you discovered कि आज मुझे ऑटो नहीं मिल रहा है. Normally it costs you say 100 rupees. Now somehow there's an auto which was passing by and it stopped in front of you. You asked that auto wala कि मुझे यहाँ पे जाना है, and he said you have to pay 150 rupees. What will you do? You will pay him out of love or out of fear?
Out of fear of reaching on time, not miss the clients and work.
We have Pravina also with us. So Pravina, the question is, whenever you put your money into something, you do it out of love or out of fear? You are paying your bills, utility bills. You pay it out of love or out of fear? टेलीफोन बिल्स, मोबाइल बिल्स. आप अपना फोन पैसे देके रिचार्ज करते हो या फोन जब वैसे रिचार्ज करते हो, पावर रिचार्ज करते हो, डू इट आउट ऑफ लव और आउट ऑफ फियर?
इतना सोचते थोड़ी है.
हाँ, क्योंकि वो हमारी आदत बन चुकी है. जो आदत बन चुकी है आज उसको हम पकड़ रहे हैं.
क्योंकि रिचार्ज करना है तो करना है उसमें मतलब आउट ऑफ लव आउट ऑफ फियर मतलब कुछ यही नहीं
है ना.
है बिल्कुल है. अगर रिचार्ज नहीं किया तो बंद हो जाएगा ऐसा डर लगता है ना सबको.
जियो जब लॉन्च हुआ था, इट वाज फ्री फॉर 1 year. Then they started charging only 31 rupees or something, 29 rupees per month. Today, if you just own a Jio phone, you have to pay at least 90 rupees per month. 91 rupees is the charge. I mean, and if it is a smartphone, it is 300 rupees per month. You are paying 10 times in just 5 years. Out of love or out of fear?
Yeah, out of fear.
So listen to this point. People, whenever they spend their money, they take pocket money from their pocket and pay to somebody. It's a worldwide phenomenon. It's not only about you, or it's only about corporates or non-corporates. ऐसा कुछ नहीं है, सबके लिए applicable होता है. You always and always and always and always do it out of fear. There's no alternative. You do not take out a single penny from your pocket and give it to somebody out of love. Even when you say it is, I do it for peace of mind, that is also an activity of out of fear. That I won't get peace of mind, and I don't want that. That's why I'm doing it. I want to become happy. तो अगर मैं ये नहीं करूंगी, I won't get that happiness. So that's why I'm doing it out of fear. I want to be peaceful. एग्जाम के लिए जब प्रिपरेशन लेते हो, आउट ऑफ लव लेते हो, आउट ऑफ फियर लेते हो? अगर एग्जाम पास करने का कोई डर ही नहीं रहेगा, तो आप थोड़ी प्रिपेयर करोगे उसके लिए। जो होगा होगा, क्या फर्क पड़ता है? 20 मिले या 80 मिले। The money that you are earning is also out of fear because you have certain expenses too. और उन expenses आपको करना ही है। उसका एक बजट है, whatever is that budget is. If you have a car, you need money for petrol. वो भी आपके expenses. So you need a certain amount of money. If that money doesn't come to you, you are fearful. That's why those people don't love to leave a job and start their own business. Yeah. लोग जॉब इसीलिए नहीं छोड़ते, दे आर ओके टू जस्ट ओबे बॉस। जेओबी का पूरा फॉर्म क्या है? जेओबी, जस्ट ओबे बॉस। दे आर विलिंग टू डू दैट as long as their salary is protected. And this is one reason why people dare to leave a job and start something of their own, even though they are passionate about it. So you work as an employee only out of fear. उसमें कोई लव नहीं है। जो आपको जो प्रमोशन भी मिलता है ना, वो भी डिपेंड करता है उसी के ऊपर। If your boss is afraid of you, then there is a possibility he will give you promotion. If it is the other way around, you won't get it. HR मैनेजर जो होते हैं ना, ये उनका बहुत बड़ा रोल है, to identify whether you are afraid of me or we are afraid of you. So as long as you are afraid of me, I can control your salary. The moment I am afraid of you, then you are controlling your salary. आप बोलोगे मुझे इतना हाइक दो, नहीं तो मेरे को लेने वाले बहुत लोग हैं। तो हाइक दे दे वो यार, ठीक है तू रुक जा, कितना चाहिए वो। So the essential, the question that I'm asking is, अभी तो क्वेश्चन तक पहुंचा ही नहीं, अभी स्टेटमेंट तक पहुंचो। स्टेटमेंट ये है कि एवरी स्पेंडिंग दैट यू आर डूइंग इज आउट ऑफ फियर। इफ यू एनी डाउट, उसको लेके बैठ जाना और पूछना अपने आप को कि मैं यहाँ पे ये पैसा क्यों खर्च कर रही हूँ। जो सूट मेरे को 2000 में मिलता है, मैं 2000 का बजट लेके गया, वो कह रहा है 2400 देना है, आप वो 400 रुपये क्यों दे रहे हो? कभी ऐसा हुआ है आप कुछ खरीदने जा रहे हो, पास में कोई बंदा और आ गया और वो उसी ड्रेस को लेके उठा रहा है, देख रहा है अपने ऊपर मैच कर रहा है कि नहीं? आपने तो ढूंढिस किया वो, आपके सामने ही करेगा। And then that person will vanish also after some time, and you will end up buying it. Did you notice it? इनको होता है decoy customer, वो ऑब्जर्व करते हैं and then they send that person, वो आपके पास बैठेंगे, थोड़ी देर उसी प्रोडक्ट को लेके देखेंगे, उसका प्राइस तक पूछेंगे, So question is, now let me come to the question. Question is, what fear are you selling? What fear are you selling so that people would put all their effort to buy it from you? Maybe it's the same fear you are selling, which others are also selling, but you are selling it in a way the others are not. So what fear are you selling and at what price? So let us focus on this session today. Okay. So it's primarily it's all about listening. I will share the slides later. अभी बस ध्यान से सुनो. You all actually need active listening for this session today. Okay. So so what we are talking about today is इसके ऊपर आप लोग चाहो तो किताब भी लिख सकते हो. The title of the book is Psychology of Fear in Sales. Okay, or it can be just what are you selling? Even this could be the title of the book. Now, what fear are you selling? So let us look into this session today and focus on each and every word that I'm sharing. Step number 1 is, do you consider yourself as a sales professional or not? ये बहुत जरूरी है. Because if you do not consider yourself as a sales professional, you'll find it very difficult to sell whatever you want to sell. Even if it is your service, if you're in a job, you're selling your service. If you're not in your job, then you are selling whatever you're selling. But anyway, you are selling your service. Okay. So consider the step 1, you need to consider yourself that anyway you are a sales professional. If you do not know that you are a sales professional, you cannot sell yourself anyway. आपके अंदर कितना भी क्वालिटी हो जाए, आप लोगों को बता ही नहीं पाओगे कि आपके पास बेचने के लिए क्या है. And then if you do not do that, you won't get paid for it, right? That's why बोलते हैं आप रिज्यूमे पे ऐसे बनाओ, कोई देखेगा तो उसको देख के लगेगा कि यार I must hire this person for getting certain activities done, certain work done. This is why LinkedIn is the most important platform today to sell yourself. Whatever you want to sell yourself as, you can put that in LinkedIn. Okay, so let me come to the session. As a sales professional, we are often taught to highlight benefits, get urgency, and close deals. यही होता है ना? But let's pause and ask ourselves a very tough question. What fear am I selling? People only buy fear. So whatever fear you are selling, if you have a customer for it, only then there's a possibility that they will buy you. They will buy your fear. Otherwise, they won't. चाहे उनके सामने आप कैसे भी अपने आप को प्रेजेंट करो. If they are not afraid of it, they will not pay for it. You think about it, the maid who comes to your home, the cook who comes to your home. कल अगर उसने आपको बोला कि मैम मेरी तनख्वाह बढ़ा दीजिए, आप क्या करोगे? Will you argue? कि अभी तो 1 साल भी नहीं हुआ, अभी तो 8 महीने भी नहीं हुआ. Will you argue? Because if that maid is good, if the cook is good, and if you don't increase his or her salary, you will find somebody. He want or she want to sell that fear at her own proposed price. If you're not eligible to pay that price, she'll go and sell that fear to somebody else who can pay that price. Now, if you do not want to lose that, because if you lose that, you lose your peace of mind. So you're afraid of losing your peace of mind, and you're paying that extra salary to that maid or cook. ठीक है यार, चल 200 रुपए कल से तेरे को बढ़ा देते. next month. Cost of your peace of mind is 200 rupees per month. ऐसे बहुत सारे हैं. I only talked about what fear you are selling or what fear you are buying. Most of these fear are linked to your peace of mind. Maybe happiness also, but even peace of mind is an outcome of happiness as well. If you are happy, you are at peace of mind. Whether it is temporary, that's a different issue, but at least just to achieve that state of peace of mind, you are willing to pay anything. Otherwise, you are afraid that, oh, in that case, I may not achieve that peace of mind for this. Okay. So, because whether you acknowledge it or not, every sale either comes from a place of hope or a place of fear. The type of fear you are leveraging defines not just your numbers, but your reputation, your clients' loyalty, and your long-term success.
I can't hear you, Pinaki ji. आपका voice चला गया.
You are on mute, Pinaki ji.
Pinaki ji, you are on mute.
It's okay now? It's okay. So, because whether you acknowledge it or not, every sale either comes from a place of hope or place of fear. And the hope and the type of fear you are leveraging defines not just your numbers, but your reputation, your client's loyalty, and your long-term success. Hope is a rare possibility. Most of the time it's out of fear. I might lose this client, I might lose this business, I might lose this meeting. फ्यूल का कॉस्ट कितना बढ़ गया? ऑल टाइप्स ऑफ फ्यूल्स. अभी तो इंडिया बहुत सस्ते में फ्यूल इंपोर्ट कर रही है रशिया से. फिर भी देयर सेलिंग इट ऑलमोस्ट एट द सेम प्राइस. Okay. Now, what is the psychology of fear of sales? Fear is one of the most powerful human motivators. So fear is a motivator. Fear is an influencer. So in sales, fear shows up in subtle ways. The first one is fear of missing out, which is very common. Like this offer ends today. When somebody tells you this offer ends today, it's a fear of missing out. Example, आप कुछ खरीदने गए किसी दुकान में, उन्होंने आपको एक प्राइस बताया, and then they say कि कल तक एक अपना ऑफर चल रहा था, इसके ऊपर भी एडिशनल 12%. वो ऐसे नहीं बोलेगा 10% या 15%, एक अजीब सा नंबर बोलेगा, 12% बोल दिया मान के चलो. एक 12% का ऑफर हमारा कल तक चल रहा था, लास्ट वीक इट वाज देयर थ्रू आउट द वीक. शायद ऑफर आपको भी नहीं सिस्टम में तो नहीं दिखा रहा है. मैं एक मिनट वेट मैं एक बार डिपार्टमेंट से बात करता हूँ, कंसर्न पर्सन से बात करता हूँ. एक मिनट आप बोल. उसने क्या किया, आपको छोड़ दिया, अगर ये 12% डिस्काउंट मुझे मिल जाएगा तो आई विल बाय इट एनीवे. उसने आपको थोड़ा सा टाइम दिया पॉज होने के लिए, साइकोलॉजी का यूज हो रहा है. एंड देन आफ्टर से 5 मिनट दैट पर्सन में टर्न अप, बिकॉज आप ऑलरेडी एंशियस हो चुके, भाई क्या मिलने वाला है, क्या होने वाला है. You have already decided to buy the product at the price which is being quoted. लेकिन आपको 12% additional discount दिया जा रहा है, so that you actually take the buying decision. And then this person will come and then they will say कि हाँ उनको बोला उस सिस्टम में देख रहे हैं मैम, मैं अभी आपको बताता हूँ आपका प्राइस क्या आएगा. And then they will divert your attention into something else. शायद कुछ बोलेगा भी नहीं, आप इधर उधर देख रहे हो, because you know you are waiting for that discount. And then after some time he'll say हाँ मैम आपका ये 12% अभी हो जाएगा, क्योंकि ये एक्चुअली एक्सटेंड नहीं हुआ, लेकिन वो अभी सिस्टम में अपडेट नहीं हुआ. ऑफर एक्सटेंड नहीं हुआ लेकिन सिस्टम में अपडेट नहीं हुआ. तो अगर आप चाहो तो इतना कैजुअली बोलेगा, अगर आप चाहो तो ये आज अभी ले सकते हो, आपका ये 12% एक्स्ट्रा डिस्काउंट, इधर उधर देख के बोलेगा, मिल जाएगा मैम आप, मैं बिलिंग कर दूं. अब बिलिंग करने की वाली बात जब आएगा तब वो आपके आंखों में आंख तक लग के बात करेंगे, उससे पहले इधर उधर देखेगा. एज इट्स जस्ट अ कैजुअल थिंग, आप लो ना लो कोई फर्क नहीं पड़ता. फिर आपका एडिशनल 12% का 8% भी आपको बोल सकता है, आपको लाइक 8% लुक्स लाइक 10%, 10 के आसपास ही हो गया ना. चलो 8% मिले वो भी कम थोड़ी है. फिर आप बोलो बिलिंग करो. And the next question they will ask you, how will you pay? UPI या credit card? They will never ask you about cash nowadays. अभी आरती ने बोला जब यूपीआई में पेमेंट करना था हम देखते ही नहीं कितना पेमेंट कर. They will ask credit card or by card or cash or UPI. They are reconfirming your decision. तब तक आपका हाथ आपके पर्स के अंदर जा चुका है या आपके मोबाइल पे जा चुका है. You probably opened your ATM or UPI app. Because now you do not want to lose that. You don't want to lose that 8% discount. पहले तो you didn't want to lose that product. Now you don't want to lose that 8% discount. That 8% discount can be 400, can be 300, can be 2,000, 3,000, depending upon the product. But you don't want to lose it. Because of that fear. So this is one, fear of missing out. Second one is fear of falling behind. Your competitors are already using this tool. How many of you are victim of this? सब लोग चैट जीपीटी यूज कर रहे हैं, मैं यूज नहीं कर रहा हूँ. सबके हाथ में मोबाइल है, मेरे हाथ में नहीं. Some courses. इसको पता चल गया, मेरे को पता नहीं. I must take this course. किसी ने आपको हीलिंग का कोर्स बेच दिया, बोला कि हीलिंग बहुत जरूरी है आज की डेट में. आपको पता नहीं अंदर अंदर से आप अपने आप को कितना दुख दे चुके हो. They will give you all the stories. They will talk about cortisol. They will talk about this. They will talk about that. They will talk about sedentary lifestyle. They talk about everything. और आपके बारे में नहीं बोला, वो देखिए लोग आजकल ऐसे ही हैं. They are all victim of it. और आपको लगे मैं भी तो ऐसी. And इसीलिए आप कुछ भी करने का कोशिश को आपके लिए काम नहीं करे, because you need healing from inside. आपके अंदर जो बर्न्स हैं, जो आप बर्न आउट हो रहे हो चुके हो ऑलरेडी, जब तक आप उस घाव को कवर नहीं करोगे, ऊपर आप कितना ही मलहम पट्टी लगा दो, आपका काम ही नहीं करेगा. That is why you are taking that training, you are taking that course, but they are not working for you. You join my Ho'oponopono healing program and you heal yourself. उसको ऐसे पोजीशनिंग करेंगे आप लोग, बाकी सबसे. Let me go. लोगों को पता, मुझे पता नहीं. So This is about your competitors are already using this tool. Then comes fear of loss. The first one is fear of missing out. Second one is fear of falling behind. Third one is fear of loss. For example, without this insurance, you will pay out of your pocket. Example of fear of loss. Well, just one example, their buying decision 8% is an example of fear of loss. I don't want to lose that money. ये अभी कल से लॉन्च हो रहा है both फ्लिपकार्ट एंड अमेजोन का. जो लोग प्राइम मेंबर उसका तो आज ही से लॉन्च हो गया. They have attached some credit cards, and if you buy products worth 5,000 and up, you will get 10% discount. You will get interest-free EMI. So even if you don't have budget to buy certain things, you thought about चलो ले ही लेते हैं. कब से सोच रहे हैं एक नया फोन लेना, नया फोन लेना. Let us go for it. नया फोन लेने का कोई बजट ही नहीं होता आजकल, और लोग 10,000 के नीचे तो सोचते ही नहीं. फिर 10,000 के नीचे कोई फोन भी होता है वो तो खिलौना है. 10,000 के ऊपर वो क्या है, उसमें कितना रैम है, कितना डेटा है, कितना ये है, कितना वो है, मजा ही नहीं आ रहा है. ओनली 14 मेगापिक्सल कैमरा, नहीं चलो थोड़ा और ऊपर उठो, 14,000, 22,000. And then they will show you this product costs 39,000 rupees, but in this particular offer you are getting it for only 19,000 rupees. On top of that, अगर आपने HDFC का कार्ड ले लिया, you will get 10% discount on this straight away. Plus there is additional cash discount of 1,250 rupees. And if you buy it on EMI, you won't need to pay the interest. Your total product cost comes to 15,000. Oh wow, 39,000 का प्रोडक्ट मुझे 15,000 में मिल रहा है यार. बजट था ही नहीं, लेना या नहीं लेना. Zero budget, you spend 15,000 rupees. Out of not need, fear. बोलोगे नीड कि मुझे फोन ये चेंज करना बहुत जरूरी था, 3 साल से इस फोन को यूज कर रहा हूँ. कुछ लोग 2 साल से यूज कर रहा हूँ, कुछ लोग 1 साल से यूज कर रहा हूँ. 1 साल में चीज इतना चेंज हो चुका है दैट दिस हैज बिकम an outdated phone. I can't use it. The phone that I am using, it is 4 years old. I'm okay with that. So observe. So naturally they cannot sell this phone to me, whatever way they try to sell it to me. कि मेरे अंदर वो फियर अभी तक जगा ही नहीं कि मेरे को फोन चाहिए. जिस दिन जग जाएगा उस दिन मैं भी जाके खरीद लूंगा, है ना. Okay, so अच्छा, I haven't taken any screenshot of our presence today. ठीक है, ध्यान रखना. And the last one is, the last psychology of fear in sales is fear of regret. And this is the most dangerous one, most painful one. बाकी तीनों इतना पेनफुल नहीं है, ये बड़ा पेनफुल है. इसी की वजह से वो सारे घाव लगते हैं शरीर अंदर ही अंदर. You will wish you had acted earlier. काश मैं तब खरीद लेती तो अच्छा होता, जब अब तो मिल भी नहीं रहा. मैं आपको एक और एग्जांपल देता हूँ. टिकॉय कस्टमर, आप नोटिस कीजिएगा, ये सब बड़े बड़े शॉप्स में होते हैं. आप जिस प्रोडक्ट को काफी देर से सोचे हो खरीदने का, कोई और आके उसको देखेगा, पसंद भी करेगा, एंड देन दे विल बाय इट इन कैश. आपने नोटिस किया होगा, और नहीं किया होगा तो नोटिस करना. They won't pay using credit card or UPI or anything like that. They will say we'll buy in cash. वो आपके सामने वहां पे बैठ के बोलेगी भी, आप कैश ले लेते हो ना? हो सकता है आपके सामने कैश निकाल के काउंटर में दे भी दे, कि वो कैश तो जो बेच रहा है उसी का है ना, उसने उसको एम्प्लॉय किया कि इतना कैश तो अपने पास रख, and you go and you buy that sari or buy that product suit, and you come to the counter and pay me in cash. अब आपका कैसा फीलिंग हो रहा है सोच? Then probably you will ask कि एक और ऐसा है, Shruti is from textile industry. आप कोई भी शर्ट ले लो, I'm just talking about one shirt, and this is applicable to all other garments. Same shirt, same print, different sizes. It's available at least 40,000 units all over the world, all over the country. वर्ल्ड की बात नहीं कर रहा, मतलब वही शर्ट 40,000 कम से कम बनता है, ऑन द सेम साइज, सेम प्रिंट, सेम कपड़ा, कम से कम 40,000 बनते हैं. तो ऐसा हो ही नहीं सकता कि किसी भी स्टोर में उसका एक ही वर्जन. चांसेस आर वेरी लो. बट द वे दे डिस्ट्रीब्यूटेड, उसकी वजह से क्या होता है कि आपको दिखता नहीं कि ये शर्ट किसी और के पास भी है. दिस ट्रेंड was broken by a brand called मुफ्ती. मुफ्ती ने इस ट्रेंड को ब्रेक किया, तो लोगों को देखते ही पता चलता है अरे ये मुफ्ती का शर्ट है ना? So and they'll do this for you, so that you don't get into that regret mode, or you just get into the regret mode and then you're asking that person कि इसका एक साइज और होगा, तो आपको आपके सामने ही बोलेगा शायद यही लास्ट था, बट दे कैन गेट इट फ्रॉम द वेयर हाउस. उसके पीछे छोटा सा वेयर हाउस है, तो उसको पता है कि ये है, उसको पता है कि आप इसे खरीदोगे, वो बेच दिया and you buy it. So every time you make a buying decision, it is always and always and always and always backed by some fear. And normally these are the 4 types of fear: fear of missing out, fear of failing, falling behind, fear of loss, and fear of regret. Okay, so we'll work on this fear over next 2-3 sessions also. The question that I'm leaving you with for today is, what fear are you selling? और जो fear आप बेच रहे हो, वो इनमें से कौन सा? Is it a fear of missing out? Is it a fear of falling behind? Is it a fear of loss? It's a fear of regret. इन चारों में से कौन सा? हो सकते हैं चारों में से 4 वही है, but then you need to figure out कि आप जिसको बेच रहे हो उसको इस चारों में से कौन सा चाहिए, कौन सा fear उसके लिए इंपॉर्टेंट है, वहां से शुरू करना है. I'm using garment as an example because it is the easiest way to understand, but this is applicable everywhere. The second best example is mobile phone nowadays. आप मोबाइल स्टोर में जाएंगे, आपने फोन पसंद किया, probably you're thinking about the budget. वो जो बंदा अगर वो थोड़ा सा स्मार्ट होगा, आपको पूछेगा आपका ये कौन सा मॉडल है, आप बोलोगे जो भी मॉडल बुला रही ये तो आउटडेटेड हो गया, इसके ड्राइवर्स भी नहीं मिलते हैं इसके. Now we learned a new word called driver. Driver, the software which runs the phone. फिर वो कुछ और कहानी बता देंगे. आजकल तो सारा इतना डेटा इंटेंसिव हो गया है, बिग डेटा आपने सुना है, वो सारा आपका फोन का मेमोरी भर देगा, आप उसको फिल्टर नहीं कर पाएंगे. नाउ दिस दिवाली द फोन्स दैट आर लॉन्च्ड, उसमें 16 GB तक रैम है, सिर्फ मेमोरी, जो प्रोसेसिंग मेमोरी है, और ड्राइव कैपेसिटी स्टार्ट हो रहा है 256 GB से. इमेजिन 256 GB ड्राइव लैपटॉप में आता था, फोन में आ रहा है. 16 GB रैम लैपटॉप में आ रहा था, फोन पे आ रहा है. 64 मेगापिक्सल कैमरा, अभी तो 76 देख रहा हूँ, 76 मेगापिक्सल कैमरा। आप बोलोगे पिक्चर बहुत बढ़िया पिक्चर आता है, बहुत क्वालिटी होता है, ये होता है। अरे एक एक पिक्चर का वो आपका 8-8 MB 10-10 MB स्पेस ले लेगा। देन व्हाट विल यू डू विद दैट? आप डिलीट भी नहीं करोगे। एंड गूगल हैज स्टार्टेड सेलिंग 15 GB आपका ऑक्यूपाई हो रहा है। अभी आप 30 GB खरीदो, 100 GB खरीदो, 1 टेराबाइट खरीदो। 100 GB के बाद सीधा 1 टेराबाइट। दे आर सेलिंग fear. Gmail account was a free account. The moment you purchase a Google phone or a Android phone, it starts occupying space. And now you're paying for Gmail. And it's quite a big money that you're paying to Gmail right now. आज नहीं तो कल आप खरीदने मजबूर हो जाओ। अब कितना डिलीट कर रहे हो? ऑब्जर्व, इनमें से कौन सा फियर का विक्टिम आप हो? एंड वॉट एवर सर्विस दैट यू आर सेलिंग, become a sales professional, act like a sales professional. Time has come. अभी सेल्समैन की तरह एक्ट करने से कोई फायदा नहीं होगा, या मुझे तो पता नहीं मैं कैसे इसके बारे में लोगों से बात करूँ, इससे कुछ बात बनने वाली नहीं। Those days are over. Okay, so the question is not whether fear exists. It always does. The real question is, do you use fear responsibly or do you manipulate it? Or rather, let me put it this way, do you allow somebody else to manipulate? आपका सब्जी वाला तक आपको फियर बेचता है। हर दिन बेच रहा है। Every time you visit him, he is selling fear to you. हो सकता है उसको पता नहीं है, but this is the fact. आप भी उसको फियर बेच सकते हो at the same time. तो बोलेगा मैम अनार तो अभी 180 रुपए किलो है। बोला भाई मैं तो 160 के ऊपर दूंगी नहीं, तुझे देना है तो दे। हो सकता है यू कैन इवन नेगोशिएट फॉर दे, से 140। बोले नहीं मैम मैं 140 में तो दे ही नहीं पाऊंगा। यू चेक द फ्रेशनेस ऑफ इट, तो ठीक छोड़। फिर वो बोला आप आधा किलो ही ले जाओ आज, पूरा मत लो। आधा किलो से काम चल जाएगा, आज 2 ले लो, काम चल जाएगा। दोनों मिला के साथ 400 ग्राम होगा, तो 400 ग्राम आपको उसी प्राइस में बेचेगा। Funny part is when you are buying 400 grams, you probably didn't ask the price also. But ठीक है, दे दो। What that person did, he figured out what is your budget and he sold his product within that budget. And you felt कि चलो चाहे 150 हो, 160 हो, 180 हो, 240 हो, मैंने 2 तो खरीद दिया मेरे बजट के अंदर, 100 के नीचे तो मुझे मिल गए। The moment that purchase transaction is over, you are happy. You leave that place. Peace of mind achieved. There are 4 items daily use में use होता है, 4 grocery items that runs the entire economy. 4 grocery items. 3 4 दिखा, अच्छा 4 grocery items that runs the entire economy of food industry. The first one is milk. The second one is banana. The third one is egg. And the fourth one is bread. Milk, banana, egg, bread. These are essential items और इसके prices rarely vary करते हैं तीन चार आइटम के प्राइस and more or less they are priced at the same price. एक अंडा और एक बनाना का प्राइस ऑलमोस्ट सेम है 5 rupees 6 rupees kind of 7 rupees. अगर आप ऑनलाइन खरीदो तो शायद 8 rupees 9 rupees. But if you buy from a local grocer, it is 6 to 7 rupees per piece, per banana, per egg. ब्रेड भी लगभग उसी कॉस्ट में आ जाता है कि नहीं? So if you want to start a business, side business, you can deal with these 4 items and you can start a very successful business. आप बोलो मैंने खाली इन्हीं 4 चीजों में डील करूं. A fifth item that you can add is a छाछ or a curd. That's it. So the fifth item you can add and you just say that I will only sell these items. मेरे यहाँ पे खाली यही चीज मिलेगा और कुछ नहीं मिलेगा. You start with dairy products. You start with these products. और इसका ना एक टाइम होता है मार्केट का. That is the morning time. मिल्क का कभी शाम का टाइम भी होता है. But for the other 4 products, including curd, the time when they get sold is in the morning. आप अपना दुकान खुला रखो 6 से 10 बजे तक. You can run a side business. You don't need to worry about anything. You don't need to refrigerate anything. सुबह आएगा fresh stock आएगा बिक जाएगा. No refrigeration required. Unless you buy excess. मैं थोड़ा 2 क्रेट दूध एक्स्ट्रा ले लिया या 2 क्रेट कुछ एक्स्ट्रा. बनाना की तो जरूरत ही नहीं होती, ना एक की जरूरत होती. ओनली मिल्क एंड दही. उसको दही की भी वैसे जरूरत नहीं होती, ओनली मिल्क को जरूरत होती है रेफ्रिजरेट करने की. बट इफ यू प्लान टू सेल इट इन द मॉर्निंग itself, then you don't need to refrigerate that either. So you don't need a refrigerator also to run that show. So listen to this very carefully. I only covered the psychology of fear in sales today. Interesting. Can we have a snapshot quickly? Everyone on camera. पूनम और प्रवीणा सोच रहे हम साले सीए पढ़े हैं, ये बिना की क्या बकवास कर रहा है, केला और अंडा बेचने की बात कर रहे हैं. इसलिए हमने सीए पढ़े थे. Huge market and safe business. सिगरेट बीड़ी से भी सेफ है, पान बीड़ी से भी सेफ बिजनेस. Okay, good. Punam, can you come on camera quickly?
Yes, just 1 minute.
Okay, so let's do it. 1, 2. Thank you. So आप लोगों के लिए आज एक बहुत important question मैं आपको दे रहा हूँ, छोड़ रहा हूँ, and actually work on this. Actually figure out what are you selling, what fear are you selling, what fear you are buying. You already got it. Everything that you are buying is out of fear. उसमें एक आपको fear का element दिख ही जाएगा अगर आप analyze करोगे. You figure out whatever you are buying out of fear. Somebody is selling it. भगवान भी बेच रहा है. वो कह रहा है मेरे दरवाजे के बाहर डोनेशन बॉक्स रखा हुआ है, वहां पे कम से कम कुछ जरूर डाल, नहीं तो मैं तुझे आशीर्वाद तक नहीं दूंगा. घुसने से पहले ही बोल रहे डाल के घुस. वो भी डरा रहा है. There are certain mantras. When you read those mantras or when you chant those mantras, वो भी डर के मारे ही आप करते हो. इस मंत्रा से भगवान खुश हो जाएंगे, नहीं तो पता नहीं मैं खुश कर पाऊंगी या चाहे उस मंत्र का मुझे समझ में आए ना आए. तो figure out if you really want to do something with whatever the passion you have. First figure out what fear you can sell और उसका market है कि. We'll talk about the market part later. Figure out what fears you can sell. आपके पास कौन सा fear बेचने के लिए आपके पास है, आपके स्टॉक में है. Ready stock. Fear is something which you don't need to buy from anywhere and stock it. It's already there. It's an emotional stock. All business transactions are emotional decisions. So that's why I had almost 5 or 6 sessions on emotional wealth. जितना डेप्थ में जा सकता था मैंने आप सबको उसको मैंने एडुकेट कर दिया, आपको बता दिया. So if you review those sessions, you will be more inclined with the emotional game, the game of emotion that is being played worldwide with respect to money. Fear is the emotion which is actually being leveraged to sell anything. We will work on fear. So ask yourself what fears you can sell. आपके स्टॉक में है, आप उसको बेच सकते. We will go deep in future sessions on this. अभी तक यहीं पे है. So and I already talked about 4 types of fear. I'll share the details. मैं ग्रुप में डाल दूंगा. If you have any questions, you can ask.
Pinaki ji, I have not been very regular in attending the session, you are aware. So one of the things you told us to write our money blessings every day, right? So आपका वो जो क्वेश्चन है उसके हिसाब से एक बार मैंने आपको लास्ट वीक भी बोला था, बट आई डिड नॉट डू इट. मैं एक बार आज गो थ्रू करूंगी बिकॉज नाउ आई रियली वांट टू इम्प्लीमेंट इट. कुछ होगा तो आई विल गेट इन टच विद यू.
Always.
या थैंक यू.
Money blessing and money money क्या है पूनम, कौन सा है वो? Money goals that you want to achieve.
Acha, I would like to share one small experience, Pinaki ji, of mine. It is not part of the session, but separately I had a session with you wherein we were discussing about, exploring avenues for different income apart from job. Okay, so I have been partially, successful. I have already started working towards it, already started implementing. Hopefully, I think the good results will come in November, December. But yes, I have already, delved into that path. So thank you so much for your guidance.
My pleasure.
Thank you.
So, any other questions regarding today's session? Any other question, any concerns?
Pinaki ji, today, like when we started the session, I could partially hear because I was on the way. But I was thinking ki whatever we like, we do it out of love. So, basically, it's the fear only that everything we are doing. Today, when you told me the fear thing, I was just wondering. I am learning dance also because of fear. Now the teacher is making us do the performance. वी आर डूइंग इट बिकॉज इतना साल हो गया आउट ऑफ एयर कि हमको परफॉर्म करना है. सो मतलब indirectly we don't realize that we are driven so much by fear.
Absolutely. And primarily the fears are they come in 2-3 different shapes. The first one is, as I said, peace of mind. Second one is happiness. Third one can be other things also. So you can call it satisfaction. At least I own it kind of thing.
And one realization I got, like, no, somehow we create relation, family of not being alone, the fear of left out, being alone. So we create those friendship relations out of the fear only.
Many couples nowadays, they are not going the family way. They don't want children in the family. Out of fear. Isn't it? लव मैरिज हो रहा है, लेकिन लव का लाभ तो मैरिज तक जाके खत्म हो गया. Now everything is lost. If we go the family way, if we have a baby in our family, we are at a loss. And they are not going that way. Then after some time they discover that it is a total loss. So now let us apply for divorce. And divorce rates are, I know a divorce lawyer and a divorce judge, basically lawyer भी नहीं, वो judge हैं. वो कह रहे हैं हर month on an average he is addressing मतलब actually divorce कर रहा है. He is approve कर रहा है, approval of divorce. He is saying 10 to 12 cases every month. मतलब he is basically saying that 2 to 3 cases every week. Court काम करता है Monday to Friday. It is almost on an average every alternate day I am signing a divorce appeal. Signing off. तो पिनाकी आप बिलीव नहीं करो. This is the situation. Every alternate day. मैं as a judge कर रहा हूँ, sign कर रहा हूँ. And most of these marriages जो है इनके duration है 2 to 3 years. They got married out of fear. Now they want to come out of it again out of fear. The things are not working. My life is getting wasted. मुझे बहुत कुछ करना है, इसके साथ मेरा जम नहीं रहा.
But we have kids also out of fear for our this.
Yes, and let me tell you honestly, you and I are born out of accident. It was not planned. Same with your kid. They all born out of accident. It was not planned. Now that accident happened, now I'm wondering what to do. तो फिर देखो कितने सारे फियर आपको जकड़ रहा है. इसको ये करवाना है, वो भी करना है. पता नहीं आजकल पेरेंट्स क्या क्या करवाते रहते बच्चों से. समर हॉलीडेज दे आर स्टिल इनटू सम एक्टिविटीज. बेचारे की लाइफ में हॉलीडे है ही नहीं. समर हॉलीडे, विंटर हॉलीडे, दिवाली हॉलीडे, पता नहीं क्या क्या हॉलीडे होता है. उनकी लाइफ में हॉलीडे नहीं. कोई ना कोई करिकुलर एक्टिविटी, एक्स्ट्रा करिकुलर एक्टिविटी, और पता नहीं कितने करिकुलर एक्टिविटीज अब बन गए.
पिनाकी जी, इस पे एक शॉर्ट थिंग आई जस्ट शेयर, because I have a Kathak dance class. There are 300-400 students who are in that class. Mostly students, मतलब छोटे बच्चे बहुत हैं. So some of the ladies, parents are also, doing the classes with us. वो खुद परेशान है कि not kids are fed up, कि वो डांस क्लास भी लेके जाती हैं, स्कूल का भी पूरा वर्कलोड है. Then they are taking them to swimming class. Why? Peer pressure. कि ये भी स्विमिंग ले जा रहा है तो मुझे भी स्विमिंग ले जाना है. ये नहीं कि उस बच्चे को सिर्फ आप एक डांस पे फोकस करने दो. नहीं, स्कूल के साथ साथ नहीं स्विमिंग भी ले जाना है, नहीं स्केटिंग भी ले जाना है. सो दैट पीयर प्रेशर इज अ लॉट.
It's called fear of falling behind. Your competitors are already using these tools.
और पिनाकी जी, इस पे सबसे इंटरेस्टिंग बात पता है क्या है? चलो किड्स पे तो पीयर प्रेशर है, मदर्स आर ज्वाइनिंग द क्लास सो दैट दे कैन सपोर्ट द किड. उनको भी फियर है कि हम बच्चे को सपोर्ट नहीं कर पाएंगे.
और
So they are joining the class out of that fear.
और ये स्कूल कैसे उस फियर को बेच रहा है? पहले बच्चे को बेचा, फिर मम्मी को बेचा.
हाँ.
All these gyms, they are selling fear. Fear of fitness. Fear of overweight. There's a weight management. कौन सा वेट बॉडी का दिमाग का वेट मैनेजमेंट का काम ही नहीं हो रहा है, खाली बॉडी की वेट मैनेजमेंट का काम हो रहा है, इसलिए काम नहीं हो रहा है। एंड दे आर वेरी क्लियर अबाउट इट, so they will not do any activities के दिमाग का वेट मैनेज हो जाए। तो दिमाग का वेट मैनेज होएगा तो आप मेरा कस्टमर नहीं रहोगे ना। And people like us, we are selling दिमाग का वेट मैनेज। Good. Any other questions, queries, concerns?
That's it. Thank you.
बस अपना डर ढूंढ के निकालो। What are the fears that you can sell? We are already selling some fears, but you identify the ones which you can actually market. When I'm talking about selling, I'm talking about marketing plus selling, where marketing consumes almost 95% of the effort, 5% is the selling part. So you figure out what fear you can sell and how you can make it more popular, more marketable. Okay, done? Chalo.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Have a nice weekend, Pinaki ji.
You too. Make your weekend nice.
Yeah. Bye, Poonam.
Bye.
Bye bye everyone.